Buenos dias, everyone. Good Monday morning. Expect some travel delays if you are maybe headed towards the Pacific Northwest. That's where we have a series of storms that's bringing some very unsettled weather. So you see Portland and Seattle, a chance of rain and even snow. It'll be quiet through the Rockies and even through the central part of the country. But we do have a big winter storm that is going to cause some disruptions around the Great Lakes, even into the mid-Atlantic and to the Northeast. So check your flights. Now here locally, our weather is quiet. No watches, no warnings. But you are going to notice some toastier temperatures than what we have been experiencing, especially from last week. Look, the normal highs for places like Burbank, Long Beach, Fullerton, and Riverside are in the upper 60s, but today's temperatures are going to be in the 80s and 70s. So our highs this afternoon are going to be running almost 10 to 15 degrees above where they should be for this time of year. So make sure you take the right precautions. It's funny because during the morning, we will still need a layer. We've got 30s in the deserts, Big Bear 21. In the Inland Empire, we've got temperatures currently in the 40s and 50s, and more of that through Orange County, LA County, and into Ventura County. But let's fast forward to this afternoon. We'll have some passing clouds and warmer temperatures with 70s near the coast, inland areas getting into the low 80s. Van Nuys 80 degrees, West Covina 82, 81 in San Bernardino. Still a nice fresh mild day over in the deserts, 70s and 60s for you, and Big Bear temperatures around 58 degrees. Now the weather will stay steady at least through the middle of the week, and then high pressure takes control and the temperatures go up even more at the end of the week. So this is the trend for Riverside, low 80s through Wednesday, and then on Thursday it starts to go back up again. And by the time we get to Friday, not only will we have high pressure in control, but also weak Santa Ana winds that are helping to boost our temperatures warmer than where they should be by Saturday, 85. And notice how the numbers do come down on Sunday, but even then, those temperatures are above normal. And when we take a look at the outlooks from the end of February through the beginning of March, yep, that's right, this is the last week of February, we're expecting well above normal temperatures for the West Coast, especially for us here in Southern California. And when it comes to precipitation, I know last week was very soggy, but as we look at this week and even next week through the beginning of March, we're looking at below normal precipitation for the West Coast and for Southern California. So let's look at the next 7 days where you won't need the umbrellas, but you will need a way to stay cool because the temperatures will be warm for February. We'll have numbers in the upper 70s and low 80s through Friday. Again, Thursday and Friday are going to be the warmest days out of the week. At the coast, temperatures in the 70s, and we will have passing clouds at times. During the middle of the week, we may see the return of the marine layer for coastal locations. The Valley's Inland Empire, look at all these 80s. Temperatures will continue in the 80s through Saturday and Sunday, coming down slightly. Through the desert, snow, big issues through there. Could turn a little windy on Wednesday. And finally in the mountains, we've got temperatures there in the upper 50s, low 60s all the way into the weekend.